Warriors are scheduled to host 6 free agents for workouts: Dion Waiters, Tony Snell, Kent Bazemore, Juan Toscano-Anderson, Harry Giles, and Trey Burke. Yeah, I know, this list is sorry. It really is a dog days of the offseason. I mean, we're talking about a potential 14th or 15th man. But hey, at least we got Team USA basketball to help keep us occupied. Seeing Steve Kerr as a head coach leading the program is pretty dope. I know Steve must be sick coaching Tyrese Halliburton though. Halliburton was reportedly Steve Kerr's guy in the 2020 draft, but Bob Myers and Joe Lacob, mostly Joe Lacob, preferred James Wiseman and ultimately overruled him. Oh, what could have been. But anyways, man, getting back on topic, the only name on this list that lightweight intrigues me is Harry Giles. Giles is a 25-year-old, 6'11" big man out of Duke. He was the 20th overall pick back in the 2017 draft and was the #1 ranked recruit out of his 2016 high school class by ESPN. So once upon a time, he was viewed as a talented prospect coming into the league. But unfortunately, multiple knee injuries set him back physically. Nowadays, 25, having been away from the game for a few years, he's ready to make his comeback and prove to the NBA that he's healthy and capable of contributing. Now, this is all assuming Giles look right physically in his workouts. But at 6'11", 240 pounds, he could provide a little more size off the bench in spot minutes. In the games Looney and Draymond missed time. That's the best case scenario for signing Giles. But due to his health concerns, there's no way I'm signing him to the main roster. The real intrigue with signing Giles is his two-way eligibility. Having him on a two-way and not counting against a 15-man roster is what makes him a worthy reclamation project in my opinion. That way, even if it doesn't work out, you didn't waste one of your last few roster spots on him. Next up is Kent Bazemore. Oh my God. Kent Bazemore? Really? Yo, let me tell you something about this Bozo Bazemore. In his second tour of duty with the Warriors back in 2021, he had a decent season with us, but the team wasn't that good, and Klay was still out. That's the year the Warriors lost to the Grizzlies in the play-in. Fast forward to next season, which just so happens to be the year the Warriors won their most recent title in 22, the Warriors not only offered Bazemore a roster spot, but the contract was a slight raise from the vet's minimum he played on the year before, which by the way would have been a disaster for the Warriors. This treacherous goofball turned down a generous offer to go sign with the sucker side, the LA Lakers, citing a chance at an increased role and a better opportunity to compete for a championship. As his reasons, he turned down more money to stay in Golden State. After that treachery, I was on his line all season, bro. The Lakers really thought they were doing something poaching him away from the Warriors. Well, it turned out the Lakers did the Warriors a favor because at age 32, Bazemore was done. But he went from useful role player to washed in LA the very next season. His minutes per game dropped from 20 a game with the Warriors to 14 a game with the Lakers. He played 67 games for the Warriors and only sniffed the court 39 times with the Lakers. Once the jig was up and the Lakers caught on how washed he was, Buddy was glued to the bench the rest of the season, and the Warriors went on to win the championship. So much for that extended role and a chance at the title. I can't even imagine the level of regret he felt missing out on his first championship. Now look at him, halfway out the league, working out for the Warriors, hoping for another chance with the team. Hilarious. Even if theoretically he could provide the same production he gave in 2021, which he's not capable of, I still wouldn't want no parts of him on his team. I'm petty, man, I don't give a damn. You made your bed, now lay in it. So Kent Bazemore's a no for me, dog. Speaking of former Warriors that left to play for the Lakers, next up we got Juan Toscano-Anderson. Now, I'm going to give Juan T a little bit of a pass because I don't think the Warriors offer him a contract after the 22 season. They wanted Kuminga to step into more of a prominent role, and JTA made it known to the coaching staff that he believed he's good enough to play. He was a great vet behind the scenes. It didn't cause any locker room tension, but he did voice his desire for playing time. After getting 21 minutes a game in 2021 and getting his contract converted to a standard deal, he expected the playing time to continue. Fast forward to last season with the Lakers, he didn't have much of a role at all and ended up being included in the trade to Utah, where he didn't get playing time there either. Him working out for the Warriors indicates he clearly got the reality check he needed in terms of where he stands in the league. Shout out to the Oakland native Juan T, but he didn't look like an NBA player last year on the Lakers or the Jazz. Now, if your perspective is A, it's a 14 spot, whoever you sign isn't contributing much anyways, so you may as well bring Juan T back for locker room chemistry, familiarity in his system, and positional depth as a 6'6" body. I guess I could see that, but I feel like his contributions would be more of a locker room presence than actually producing on the court. He struggles to defend without fouling, and his three-point shot isn't consistent. Teams will guard him like Draymond, and by that I mean they won't guard him at all, and we got enough dudes that don't need to be guarded, man. Next up is Tony Snell. He's a 31-year-old 9-year vet. He's a 6'6" wing that's a career 39.4% three-point shooter. He wasn't in the league last year after playing a combined 53 games for Portland and New Orleans in 2021-2022. Yeah, I'm a pass. I don't see what he brings that Moody doesn't already do. I guess you can say he has a longer track record of more consistent three-point shooting, but Moody's better at everything else, and he's 10 years younger. So that's a no to Tony Snell. He's too redundant. Moving on to Dion Waiters and Trey Burke. These are the names that surprised me the most. Neither of these dudes are Kurt-type players. They're both inefficient scorers that don't play defense. Enough said, I'm cool off adding that archetype to the team. Plus, the Warriors don't need any more guards. Look, the bottom line is, none of these dudes are better than Kuminga, Moody, or even less than Quinones. Knowing Kerr, all they're gonna do is just eat into their minutes. And there's no scenario where I'd rather see any of these dudes on the court over JK, Moody, or Lester. Harry Giles is the only one I'd be open to adding since he's a big man, and he's two-way eligible, but I'm cool off every other name on this list. Anyways, that's all I got for y'all. If you enjoyed the content, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. It's much appreciated on this road to 1,000 subscribers. Hey, I'll holla at you on the next one. Peace.